everybody. Welcome back to it's episode 4 now. Uh, Not a great week for the both of us. We will put that down first. But new week of football, new week of the episode. We got new apartment to shoot the podcast in.
I'm in the
Just
same
got
old
in this
closet.
weekend. Just got in this weekend. We had a very long trip. It was very rough. Didn't get to watch any of the games on Sunday. Listened to a couple of them. So I just had to watch a lot of replays, get a lot of secondhand information. But if you can see her, she's back there behind me. She was playing the games for me while I was driving. So we're gonna get right in. We're gonna start with our picks. Matt and I are dead nuts at 29 again. I don't know how we keep doing
It's
this. It's
weird, man. Yeah,
3 weeks
I
in
don't
a
know.
row that we are dead even with our picks. Um,
And dead even with our frustration this week too, man.
I
Dead
know.
even with that too.
So I know last week I really went in on my predictions for the Commanders Bills game. I will say though, I wasn't totally wrong because I got one of my predictions right. And that prediction was that Josh Allen was going to be under 250 passing and he was at like 240 and some change.
Yeah.
Uh Other than that, I was completely wrong. We got blown out like 37-3. Um just an absolutely horrendous game. I wasn't able to watch it, but I was listening to it on YouTube thanks to her. And oh my god. I know Sam Howell's a new quarterback. He's gonna have days like this. But when you have a game that bad, you kind of start to wonder. I mean, he threw 4 interceptions in one game. Definitely not happy about it. I'm very unhappy. I said last week that this game was going to tell me a lot that I needed to know about this team. We were all super excited 2 weeks into the season. There's a new hope for the Commanders. And
Typical.
that game against the Bills just let me know that we're still just a fucking mid team. Like, that's all we are. We have a slightly above average
Say,
defense with a very below average offense.
I will say in Sam Howell's defense on his 4 picks. I mean, it's never good to throw 4 picks, but he did. He was under duress basically every snap he took.
Right, the entire
So
game. I mean, at one point when I was listening, Andrew Wiley, who was supposed to be our huge um, pickup in free agency, uh, literally 2 plays in a row, he let up 2 sacks to who even is on the Bills' defensive line.
well, they have Von Miller. I don't know if he's back yet, but they have Von Miller. So
All right, they have an older shit Von Miller. Who the fuck else do they have?
I'm sure they have other people, but
Um,
I can't
I
think
could
of
I couldn't find the actual stat line, but seeing how many times Sam Howell's been sacked through 3 games, how many pressures have been put on him, I think it's safe to say that statistically the Commanders have one of the worst offensive lines in the league.
at least tackles. Your tackles are horrible.
Yeah. Um, it's painful. It's painful to listen to. It's painful to watch. Sam Howell showed some bright moments since starting with us, and I don't want that to go down the drain because our offensive line is still lackluster like it has been for the past 20 years. It's
Yeah,
it's very frustrating,
again,
especially when everywhere else on the field we have the people to do things right, but it's where it's starting at is where we're the weakest. So that's
yeah,
definitely caused some issues. I mean,
you guys run the ball well. You guys really do run the ball pretty well.
right. I mean, I feel like we need to be letting B Rob get more carries every game. They're
Yes,
not feeding him the ball enough.
Antonio Gibson needs to go.
Yeah, I mean, he's
He
not
needs
even
to
our
go.
running back one anymore. And I'm
He
pretty
fumbled.
sure every game this season he's lost a ball.
He's fumbling. I mean,
He's
running backs.
literally
I feel like
fumbling the bag.
running backs. I feel like with fumbles are like kickers. You know, like does that make sense? Like mentally wise, like if you're fumbling a lot, that's like all you're thinking about, and you're gonna fumble more like a kicker. If you're missing kicks, you're gonna go out there and think about it too much and miss kicks.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah,
I don't know. You
we
guys,
don't pay him a lot of
still
money
get
or
paid.
anything. Obviously, if we can keep him on, keep him on. I do like the rookie that we picked up, Rodriguez. Um, he's very Antonio Gibson-esque, but obviously, if we can keep him, just keep him because he's better than a lot of backups in the league. But if he ever expects like a big contract or something, let him walk. I'm happy with B Rob. I got to be honest. If they feed B Rob the ball more this season, I fully expect him to be a top five rusher.
Yeah,
He has been
I
one of
can see.
my,
I think that's his ceiling. I think top five rushers. I don't think he'll ever be the best running back in the
right.
league, but
Yeah,
I think he can be top five, six running back.
yeah, definitely. He even said something after the Bills game that he was kind of upset about the game plan that they went in with and how he thinks that they need to be giving him the ball more. And
I don't
I
blame
couldn't
him.
agree more. I
I don't
mean,
blame him.
when Sam Howell was just under duress all game, if you let B Rob get 20 touches in a game, maybe even somewhere between 20 and 30, he's
Well,
going to
well,
produce.
well, here's the problem, and this is what we talked about, and what I pointed out to you was a team like the Broncos, you can fall behind 21-3 and maybe have a chance. A team like the Bills, you can't do that. And you
Hmm.
guys came out and you started slow again. And if you start
Right,
slow against the Bills, you're not gonna win the game.
right. And I mean, there were a couple of very questionable choices made. We had a chance to put some points on the board at half. It was kind of a mid fourth and goal. Ron Rivera decided to go for it. Um, Decided to go for a pass when Sam was struggling all game. I didn't like that call at all.
Yeah.
I say in a position like that, it's almost equivalent to when Pete Carroll on the gold line decided to try to throw it for the touchdown instead of just giving it to
Whoa,
Marshawn Lynch. I'm not saying
whoa,
like
whoa,
B Rob
whoa.
is. I'm just saying it's kind of similar to that. Like
I
that's
mean, like,
somewhere where you just give B Rob the ball, let him run it in.
if you're comparing the you should run the ball instead of pass, yes, but the magnitude of the moment, I
Yeah,
disagree.
no. Just that you needed to run that ball instead of pass it. Sam was
Yeah,
struggling all game. Give that ball to B Rob or kick the field goal. Get some points on the board. And
yeah,
then they had some momentum on the drive where Antonio Gibson fumbled the ball. They had
yep.
some serious momentum, and then he just fumbles the ball.
Just shooting yourself in the foot.
All in
Um,
all, our defense didn't do horribly. There's not. I'm sorry. There's only so much they can do when the. I think we had 6 or 7 turnovers in that game. There's
yeah,
only so much a defense can do when dealing with that. And
yeah,
a couple things, couple bright spots I do want to mention. I know I talked about how our linebackers are probably going to struggle covering the tight ends. They did an amazing job covering the tight ends. They limited them to basically nothing, which
yeah.
is
I mean,
amazing.
when you have a game like that, you got to find any positive you can. So,
Right.
I mean,
But a huge negative, I want to talk about Benjamin St. Just I don't know how to pronounce it. Um, I want to know why we used our first round pick on corner Emmanuel Forbes. I want to know why going into a game with the Bills, you're not putting Emmanuel Forbes on Stephon Diggs.
it could have been a traveling thing. Like Forbes could only play one side of the field. I don't know you guys that well, but I mean that's what I can think. I think he probably plays one side. A lot of corners in the league don't travel, so
Yeah, but at the same time, like St. Juice he was getting cooked every single play.
well,
I
I
mean, he
mean,
had a horrible game.
your guys' safeties are good. Well, they're mid, but I told you from the beginning, you're back into your defense. everything beyond your defensive line, I think, is going to struggle, and I don't think will
Right.
be great.
I mean,
Uh,
everything's improved recently. When we were talking about this last week, I kind of looked it up. I went on PFF and was just looking at grades. I know that you can only get so much from PFF grades, but surprisingly, our secondary has a 72.5 overall PFF grade. I'm sure after the Bills game it's lower, but um, I feel like 72 on PFF is a pretty solid number, but there's
I mean, that's a
definitely
C. That's passing.
right.
Um,
But there's definitely some spots that are lackluster, um, particularly in Derek Forrest and Benjamin St-Juste. I mean, they were both in the 70s. Emmanuel Forbes PFF rank really brought it up because he was at an 87.
yeah, I mean, that's
Uh,
not bad. Um,
but yeah, I'm just back to thinking that the Commanders are a mid-ass team, and our schedule for the rest of the season is hard. If we don't put something together, we are going to have less than an 8-win season, and unless we get 10 to 12 wins this season, I think Ron Rivera's gone.
yeah, I think he's gone if you miss the playoffs, even if you win 10 games.
Yeah.
You
Especially
finished?
bringing Eric Bieniemy in. If they kick Ron out, they're just going to make him head coach.
Yeah, you finished
Hmm.
because
Yeah, you need to
we've been
go in
kind of
on the
low.
Cowboys.
We've been kind of low energy up to this point, but I'm about to go in on these boys. So I want to make
I'm
sure
trying
that
to
you
stay
are.
calm.
I just want to make sure you are finished before I get rolling on this sorry sack of shit team.
All right, calm down.
Are you ready?
All right, you want to talk about sack of shit teams? We lost by 34 fucking points.
We
We
lost to the
lost by like
Cardinals, bro.
14.
We lost to the Cardinals. Um, I'm more pissed because the Dallas Cowboys made me look like a typical Dallas Cowboy fan. I'm more pissed because last week I sat in this very chair when we were making our picks like this and said, I'm not really worried about the Cardinals. It'll be easy work. I'm looking forward to the 49ers. And as a fan, I can do that because I don't make millions of dollars. I don't dedicate my blood, sweat, and tears to this game. But these fools that played in Arizona on Sunday do. And they look like shit. They look like shit from start to finish in many aspects of the game. I wasn't able to watch the first half, but I looked at the stats at halftime, and the Arizona Cardinals with Josh Dobbs had 190 rushing yards at halftime.
Yeah, I remember you saying that
I
was.
mean, what are we doing? What are we doing? Micah Parsons, you talked all this shit. Super Bowl, I'm coming for Tyreek Hill. Oh my God, like we're gonna show you I'm a lion. I'm hunting you. You're not hunting shit. You're hunting the bench. When you get over the bench after you give up a touchdown. I'm not saying bench Micah Parsons. I'm saying all you do is sit over there after you give up a score and go, ooh, why don't you do something about it, Micah? Since you want to talk all this shit about a Super Bowl, and I get it, emotional letdown. Trayvon Diggs tore his ACL, and that
Yeah, you guys
really,
went into that game with
really,
a lot of
really,
injuries. You got to give your
really
team a
sucks.
little bit of slack there.
No,
I mean, you lost
that
your star
I will
corner,
give.
and you told me what, three of your starting O linemen didn't play?
So
You get two Pro
this is
Bowlers.
what I want to say is Trayvon Diggs is a great corner. We will miss him dearly in the pass coverage game. That is no excuse for 190 rushing yards in the first half.
Oh no,
That's no
I'm not
excuse.
saying it is, but you got to.
That is on Micah Parsons. That's on Osei Iguduzua. That's on Calvin Hankins, I think his name is. Big dude, 400-pounder. We traded for him last year, but his fat ass wasn't doing anything all game. Demarcus Lawrence, I thought you were run stopping D end. Where the fuck were you at?
And
Nowhere to be found.
Leighton
Leighton
Vander
Vander
Esch has
Esch.
been struggling a little bit.
Leighton Vander Esch. We
Hasn't
just gave you a 1 year deal. You know, kind of prove it. See what you got. You ain't proving shit to me. Proving you're a mid ass linebacker. I can't do shit. Secondary, I thought this safety trio was supposed to be all that. Malik Hooker, you've been burned 3 times this year. Just you alone, buddy. Donovan Wilson, I cut you some slack. You missed the first 2 games with a calf injury. Javon Curse, you ain't done shit either. Stephon Gilmore, you're old, you're washed up, and you suck. You should not be a cornerback 1. You should be a cornerback 2. You were perfect for when Trayvon Diggs was there. Now that he's gone, we're fucked on the back end.
Damn,
If
that's
we can't
rough.
stop the run, we're fucked. I'm worried we're going to lose the Patriots this week. I really, truly am. That we're going to lose to a team that can't score more than 17 points. You want to know why I'm concerned? Because our offense can't score more than 17 points.
But I read an article that your head coach was worried because Ezekiel Elliott and Will Greer know your plays.
Yeah, I don't care. I mean, you can change that up with hand signals and all kinds of stuff.
Right. I mean, is
But
Zeke even like really getting touches with the Patriots? I haven't
yeah,
heard
he's
much.
in there. I mean, he's not doing much because he's old and washed up and slow, and hasn't been the same since he was low key faded in Cabo. Um, but I'm more concerned that we're gonna lose the Patriots because Dak Prescott is an average quarterback. I'm more concerned because we were 2 for 6 in the red zone against the Arizona Cardinals. We had first and goal inside the 5 yard line twice and didn't score any points. 2 drives in a row. I don't know if it's because Mike McCarthy wants to throw the ball. I don't know if it's because he's trying to make Dak Prescott look great. I don't give a shit about Dak Prescott.
It wasn't giving
Run the
Tony
ball.
Pollard
Run the
red
ball.
zone touches.
Run the ball. Rico Dowdle looked very good as an RB2. He scored a little screen pass touchdown. He looked good. I like him as our RB2.
How's Deuce doing?
He's in there every once in a while, but I mean, he's not going to do much.
Just saying,
CeeDee
'cause I
Lamb.
just like what I heard week one. Deuce on the loose.
CeeDee Lamb. Where were you, man? No show against the worst defense you've played this year. No show. Dak Prescott throws you a fade ball that hits your DB's helmet right here. The helmet's right here. The ball hits there. Your eyes are this way. Where's the flag? When the ball's not even there yet. What are you doing, man? Catch the ball, then worry about the flag. Dak Prescott, you gave the game away, man. Could have scored with over 2 minutes left, all 3 timeouts. Threw it in triple coverage on third and goal. It's not even fourth and goal. It's third and goal. You throw it in triple coverage for your first pick of the season. This showed me right here that if the defense doesn't show up and show out, we will not win. We will not win a playoff game because Dak Prescott cannot carry. He can't handle it, and I don't know why it's taken Jerry Jones and Mike McCarthy and Stephen Jones this long to figure it out. If Dak Prescott does not have everything go perfect for him, he will not win the game. He cannot win the game. The Cowboys are a divisional round exit as usual. Notice how there's no jerseys, no nothing. I'm not wearing that shit for the rest of the time we record this whole season. I don't care. I'm not wearing it. I don't care. I'm not doing it.
Oh my
We could beat the
God.
49ers in 2 weeks. I'm not wearing it.
You're ridiculous.
Because it's the same story. Why would I get excited? It's the same story
You got to
every
have
week.
some hope.
There is no hope for this team with Dak Prescott at quarterback and Trayvon Diggs out.
Oh my God. You are so over dramatic. You guys have one bad game. You guys probably went into the game cocky as shit.
That's the problem. Why are we cocky? What have we ever proven to be cocky?
You guys
What have
had
we,
two really good games at the beginning
great.
of the
Two
season.
regular season games against two lackluster opponents, and we thought we could do it again to a third. But it's the NFL. These guys get paid millions too. You can't overlook them. That's all I'm saying.
So that brings me to another thing I want to talk about, the alopecia assassin, Josh Dobbs.
He's been playing very well. I will give him that.
He has been,
He's
and
been
I'm
playing
I'm
very
gonna
well.
say, get Kyler the fuck out of Arizona. Cut his ass. You don't need him in that fat ass contract. Get him the fuck out of there.
We lost to a
Josh Dobbs
team.
can do everything he does and do it better.
We lost to a team that's trying to lose.
I don't think they're trying to tank, dude.
I mean, yeah, they've been in the games. I mean, they had a
I
chance
mean,
to
they
beat you
they
guys, I
damn near
guess.
beat the Commanders.
They
Who
damn
did they
near
play
beat the
week
Giants.
two?
They damn near beat the Giants, but that's not saying much.
Yeah, I
That's another
mean,
thing. Daniel Jones down 28-7 comes back. Dak, you can't put together two scoring drives. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad over here on this end of the Zoom call, Charlie. It's not fun over here.
how do you think I feel? I'm in the same fucking boat.
I mean this with no disrespect, and it's going to come off very disrespectful. but I really don't mean it with any disrespect. You understand how hard it is every year. And most years, I know, like it's like, oh, whatever, it's the Cowboys. We're gonna say it's our year, but it's not. Last year and this year are the best two teams, most talented teams I've seen in my lifetime for the Dallas Cowboys. These teams are better than 2016 Dallas Cowboys. This defense should be for real. And when they come out and they put up a stinker like that against the Cardinals, the last year in the last regular season game of the year, even though we couldn't have because Philly won, but against you guys, where Dak goes out, plays the whole game, scores 6 points. It's so annoying.
He could go out and only score 3 points.
It's so annoying, dude, when you have these expectations and you actually have the talent to back them up, and your team goes out there and fucks around. It's so annoying,
See,
dude.
I know how you feel because this team this year with the Commanders is that team for us. We haven't had really any bright spots since we had RG3. And we had like 1.5 seasons of bright with RG3, and then he got hurt.
You didn't even
Everybody
have
was so excited for this season, especially because of the new ownership. And I mean, yeah, the Bills are a very decent team, but to go out and lose 37-3,
yeah, it's a
it
little
doesn't
bit.
matter. It doesn't matter if you're playing the fucking best team that's ever played football in the league. That's bad.
Well, if we can get off our rants here now that we both kind of got off our chest, I'm gonna kind of use that as a transition if you're okay with it.
Oh yeah, into the fucking Denver
Um,
game.
the Miami Dolphins are a high-powered offense, and they are scary, and they should give every defensive coordinator in the league nightmares.
Dude,
If
and
you are,
Jalen Waddle didn't even play.
yeah, if you are Sean Payton, and before the season, you say that last year was the worst coaching job you've ever seen in your life, you can't give up 70 points in a game. That's ridiculous. Russ's ass, I agree. But not all like Russ has played like shit. I will give you that.
But the whole
But you
team is
can't
fucking
blame it
horrible.
all on Russ.
The
And you
whole
can't
fucking
blame it
team
on
is.
the owners. The owners are spending money. Who's the middleman? Sean Payton. You are not doing a good job coaching this football team at all. Your defense is supposed to be your strong suit. You give up 70 points. Tua didn't play the whole fourth quarter, and they scored 21 in the fourth, I think. I mean, come on, man.
I mean,
And
there's no other
again,
way to
and again, I
explain
don't
that other
know.
than downright embarrassing.
Russ, I saw this thing the other day. Russ is the only starter. I think. I could be wrong, so roast me if I'm wrong. I don't give a shit. I think he's the only starter that played the whole game. I don't know why he was out there. I don't know if it was a try to get him to wake up or a punishment or whatever. Why is Russ out there? You're paying him so much money. Well, just get him out of the game. There's no need to have him in the game. You score 50 in the fourth? No. You haven't scored 50 in a game since Peyton Manning was there 10 years ago. You're not doing it.
Yeah, it was. I mean, did you see the picture of Mike McDaniel down in the stands
Yeah.
during the game?
Letting fans call. I don't know if that was real, but
I don't know if he was letting them call plays, but he was just down there shooting the shit with fans in the stands in the middle of the game. He's
yeah.
like, I don't need to coach this. I'm just going to call plays from up here and we'll score on them.
Well, talk about going from a bad coaching job, talking about a great coaching job. Mike McDaniel's a serious coach.
Mm-hmm.
If the Dolphins ever make a mistake and let him go, he'll have a job in
Well,
three
you know
seconds.
who did make a mistake and let him go? Denver.
Yeah.
He was part of Denver for a very long time before he went to the Dolphins. They needed a head coach and they refused to interview him. And now
Wasn't he
look at
with
them.
the Commanders too? Because I know McVay was. I know McVay was.
I don't think so.
I know McVay was under Mike Shanahan when Kyle Shanahan was there.
That might have been true. I don't think Mike McDaniel was, though.
But yeah, 70 in a game, it's impressive, man. Tyreek Hill is
Oh
scary.
no, he was an assistant coach for the Redskins.
Yep. So you guys let him go too. So I wouldn't be talking all that shit.
Yeah, but he was with us when we had uh, Mike Shanahan.
Yeah. So when RG3 was there.
Yeah.
Um.
So let's see. Yeah, he was
Yeah,
with the
dude.
Redskins. He
Tyreek.
was only with us for 3 years. It was 2011 to 2013.
That's a long. I think 2013 is when you fired Mike Shanahan.
I think so.
Anyways,
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill is scary, dude. I mean, he can't guard him.
No.
You can't guard him. And Tua looks like the MVP. I
And
was in
I saw something that bothered me the other day though is his stats through 3 weeks this year are the exact same as stats through 3 weeks last year.
but he's only played 2.5 games because they've been blowing people out.
That's also true.
I mean,
But what I'm trying to say is if Tua stays healthy, I think there's a solid chance he breaks some passing records.
I was in the right state with my Super Bowl pick and MVP. Might have just been a little bit too far north because at this point in the year, the Dolphins look like the team to beat, man.
Yeah, and the Jags look like shit.
And the Dolphins, by the way, are going to get Jalen Ramsey back at some point this year.
Oh, that's right. He's
Yeah.
not even
So he's not
playing.
even playing. So
Oh,
at
my.
some point, they're going to get him back too. So, but yeah, I guess we can, while we're on the first segment, while we're shitting on everybody, on ourselves, yeah, the Jags look like shit.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
I
sound
think
like
you're
an idiot,
yeah, I
which I
think
am,
you're
but like, whatever.
I think your Jags train is officially like derailed. They're
I
what, 1-2?
mean, it's early still, but I mean, it's the same story like the Cowboys, man. I mean, they can move the ball between the 20s, they can't score. Um, they just can't score. The Texans went out there and whooped them. I mean, they just put a foot in their ass. That's, I mean, that's what it was. They
I
just
mean, CJ Stroud, he's actually
CJ
hanging in
Stroud
there
played
pretty
great.
good, isn't he?
Yep. Houston looks better than I expected. Our friend Trey, after the first episode, he said that Houston might not be as bad as we thought, and now I see. I think if they had one more weapon on the outside, their offense would be serious. They don't really have a great number one option out there.
Who even is their number one
I
receiver?
don't even know. I'm gonna be honest. I know they have Dalton Schultz, and I know, yeah,
Yeah.
but
Let's look.
Houston looks good, man.
They got John Mechie the third and
Yeah,
Robert Woods.
yeah. I mean, like I said, they have solid receivers. They don't have like a bona fide number one, like a Devontae Adams or a Tyreek Hill or a
Yeah.
Stephon Diggs. Like if they had a top 10 receiver, I think they would be. I think CJ looks good, man. He looks good.
Mhm.
He played the Ravens tough his first game. His first game against the Ravens is, I mean, that's just rough for any rookie.
Yeah. Yeah, for
Um,
sure.
and then against the Colts, I mean, the Colts look good too. Shit, they're
Mhm.
2-1.
Right. I told
They
you,
just
dude.
beat the Ravens.
I mean, my prediction at the beginning of the season was like totally wrong. I do. I want to run through all of our football stuff. That way we can talk about your NBA things. And we got 5.5 minutes left on this, so we're gonna like
Speed
speed
run.
run the rest of our NFL stuff. Um, Travis Kelsey and Taylor
Baby
Swift.
Taylor
I
Swift.
am here for it.
I'm here for it, dude. It's
The
so cool.
Swifties. I mean, Travis got like 300 something thousand followers. His jersey's top five selling now.
Dude, his jersey sales went up 400%.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Dude, it's cool, man. I don't know. People are like, "Oh, what? Like, I don't want it." Like, why, dude? Who cares? Like, this is cool. Like, you're bringing new people to football.
Yeah, I know
So
his
isn't that
mom
what
is
we want?
excited for sure.
Dude, it's cool, man. I, the Chiefs kind of shut me up this weekend. I know it was the Bears, but putting 41 up against any team is impressive in the
Yeah,
NFL. So
Justin Fields still sucks. He needs to get
Justin
out of the
Fields is
NFL.
ass.
Um,
Again, I would like to point out that some people had him as their MVP. I just want to, every week, I'm going to say that at least once, just so people understand how
how
stupid
stupid
they
they
are.
are.
And these people are people on television that get paid to do this shit.
Yeah,
They
they're
get
saying
paid
shit
big
like
bucks
this.
to go on ESPN and say Justin Fields is an MVP candidate and he's my pick. Orlovsky. The fuck was that?
You're ridiculous. Um,
Fucking clown.
let's see, what else do we got?
Primetime games have sucked this year.
They really have. They've been
All the
horrible.
Monday night games are boring.
Yeah. Oh,
The Sunday,
and
the Dolphins Patriots Sunday night game is pretty good, but all the other ones have been shitty. I mean, it's not even fun to watch.
yeah,
Like even Thursday night games have been boring as hell.
yeah, we'll see how they go. One last thing I want to talk about the Commanders. They are actually actively being sued by let's see, what was the name I wrote down earlier? The Native American Guardians Association, I believe it is. Yeah, the Native American Guardians Association is actually suing the Washington Commanders to try to get them to change the name back to Redskins and change the logo back. So we will see how that goes. Definitely interested in watching how that goes, but
Yeah,
we'll
I
have to
mean
see.
that's
Uh,
between them.
we have 3 minutes left on this one, and we are going to sprint through our picks. Thursday, Lions at Packers. I'm going to take the Lions.
I know you said sprint, but this is a rough Thursday night game. Where are they playing? Who's at home?
Packers.
Packers.
Right. We have a Sunday 9:30 game.
They're in Germany.
Oh, that's right. Falcons, Jags. I'm taking the Falcons.
Falcons. Fuck. But I think it's cool, man. These international games, I like it, dude.
Oh
Like I
no, I
said,
think they're great.
like I said with the Swifty thing, man. Just spread football, dude. Just spread the game we love over here. Just spread it. I love it.
All right, Dolphins at Bills. I'm taking the
Dolphins.
Dolphins. Vikings at Panthers. Give me the Vikings to get their first win of the season.
Give me the Panthers.
Oh, you really
And
had no faith in the Vikings, do you?
that defense is so bad, dude.
Broncos at Bears. Ugh.
Do we have to pick? Can I pick a tie? I'm picking a
Sure.
tie. I'm picking a tie.
I think I'm going to take the Bears.
3-3 tie.
Ravens at Browns. Ooh,
Browns.
I'm taking the Ravens.
They're in Cleveland. Give me the Browns.
Steelers, Texans. Give me the Steelers.
Texans. Damn, we disagree on a lot this week.
We do. Hopefully, we won't be tied anymore. Rams, Colts. Give me the Colts.
Give me the Colts. If Anthony Richardson plays AR5, come on now. I need him to put big fantasy points. I'm 0-3.
Bucks, Saints. I'm taking the Bucks.
Jameis Winston's gonna start because Derek Carr's probably out. Give me the Bucks.
Commanders, Eagles. I got to be honest, Eagles.
The Eagles. Fuck, I hate saying that, dude. Ew. Ugh.
Yeah, tell me about it. Bengals, Titans. Give me the Titans.
Bengals. Titans are ass this year, man. They're so bad.
So are the Bengals. Raiders, Chargers. Give me the Chargers.
Chargers.
Pats, Cowboys. I'm going to take the Cowboys.
Yeah, Cowboys, I guess. As long as Tyron Smith and Zach Martin and Biotis are back, Cowboys will win.
All right, Cardinals is 49.
49ers in a closer game than you think.
Okay. Chiefs, Jets. Give me the Chiefs.
Chiefs by 1,000,000.
And our Monday night game is Seahawks at Giants. This one might be kind of good.
Seahawks by 30. God, these primetime games suck, dude.
Yeah. All right, so that's going to be our picks for week 4. Again, we're tied 29-29.
here to episode 4 of ChatterBox. Charlie and I have had some time to calm down a little bit from our rants. Probably me, maybe a little more than him. But
Oh, I'm more pissed off now.
but there was some big news in other aspects of sports today. We want to get into it. Damian Lillard, longtime Portland Trailblazer, been there since 2012, I think, is when he was drafted. Been there for 11 years. Tried to stay as dedicated as he could, but couldn't do it by himself. That franchise is a poverty franchise and didn't give him any help. So he finally asked for help and to get out. Everybody was thinking Miami. That's where everybody
Hmm.
thought he was going to go. But he was traded to the Milwaukee Bucks for it was a three-team deal between them, the Suns, the Trailblazers, obviously. Milwaukee got uh, Dame, obviously. Trailblazers got DeAndre Ayton, um,
Grayson Allen.
Grayson Allen, a couple other players, a 2029 first round pick, and a couple pick swaps. The Suns got Yusuf Nurkic and then three other players, um, just for depth purposes because they already have KD, Bradley Beal, and Devin Booker, so they don't really need any more stars. Um, but it's uh it's a big deal, man. I think this really puts a distance between the Bucks and the Celtics. Now, I think it was those two were clearly the top two in the East. I think now they're obviously still the top two, but I think the Bucks are better now because they didn't really have to give any of their big pieces away, like at
Right.
all.
I mean, they got rid of the Tripper.
They got rid of Drew. Well, they got rid of Drew Holiday, but they replaced him with Damian Lillard. I mean, Drew Holiday's a great defender, but I'll take Dame Lillard over him any day and twice on Sunday. Um, I don't think it's really close, and I think you ask anybody. I mean, Dame in 58 games last year averaged 32 points a game. I mean, Drew Holiday's not giving you that.
I
So,
mean, right. I mean, that even puts him above his points per game than uh, is it Giannis?
Giannis.
Giannis. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys know I don't really pay that much attention to basketball, but if there's one team I actually know a little bit about, it is the Bucks because it all started with Grayson Allen. I remember seeing the videos of him tripping kids when he played at Duke,
He's such an
and
athlete, man.
for some reason it just made me kind of watch what he was doing, and I actually do know if there's a team I know the most about in the NBA, it's the Bucks. But
Right.
I also don't know how to pronounce his name,
Giannis's name.
obviously, because I literally never talk about basketball.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, you wouldn't ever catch me being able to say that. Um, Last year, Giannis was, I think, like averaging like 31 points per game.
Somewhere around there. Yeah, he finished third
Um,
in the MVP voting. So
right. Uh, Anytime, it doesn't matter what sport you play, when you immediately bring somebody in that is already statistically a better scorer than your top player, it's obviously going to help. I
yeah, it's
mean,
gonna help.
last year the Bucks did only finish one game above the Celtics. I think the Bucks were exactly at 500. They were like 58 and 24.
Yeah, that'd make them closer to like 700. Yeah,
I don't know. You're right. You're right. Yeah. I forgot how to math. They finished 58 and 24, and then I think the Celtics they were 57.
25. Yeah, something like that.
Um, I'm gonna agree with you. Adding Damian Lillard instantly gives them a few steps on the Celtics.
I think it makes them the favorites in the East at minimum. I'm
Right.
sure Vegas.
I mean, it's not like it mattered to you because you're still picking your Nuggets.
I mean, I'm sure Vegas will count my Nuggets out again and put the Bucks as number one title odds. Um, but the thing was, is if Giannis ever went down, like Chris Middleton was hurt a lot last year, so if Giannis went down like we saw in the playoffs in the first round, no one could score.
Right now they have
I mean,
somebody
they
that
didn't
can
have
score
anyone
though.
there. I mean, now let's just say, yeah. So let's just say, because they won game 2 without Giannis last year. So let's just say it's 1-1. In game 3, while Giannis is out again, Damian Lillard can carry you to a win. I mean, he's that good. He's that good of a player. He could probably win you a series by himself. Um, and
I mean, yeah, I mean
I
he's
don't think it'd be a far stretch to say if they did get to the finals and somehow did win, uh, that Damian Lillard could win the Finals MVP. I mean, he's that tight. He's that prolific. He is that good of a basketball player.
right. He's just been on such a terrible team for so
Yeah, I mean,
long.
just a
He
that
just
that
gets
franchise.
lost a lot.
That franchise is like the Jets, dude. But they won once in like the '70s, and they've sucked ever since.
Well,
Um,
the Jets have never won, have they?
yeah, Joe Namath, Super Bowl 3, Baltimore beat the Baltimore Colts.
Oh God, the Baltimore Colts.
Yeah.
I want to talk about that real quick. So both teams in the DMV area lost this weekend.
Yes.
Uh, Ravens lost, Commanders lost. Um, the Bills and the Colts social media staff or whatever tried to poke at the most important thing to all DMVers, and they fucked it up so royally,
How
so
so?
bad. Well, one, the Colts, the crabs that they used in their picture were king crabs. Now,
Dumbasses.
for my people that aren't from Maryland, I'm sure you've heard of how crazy we are about three things: our flag, our Old Bay, and our crabs. Let me show you the kind of crab that we eat in Maryland. The right crab.
The delicious crab. Dude,
This is what we eat. We eat
blue crabs.
blue crabs, not king crabs. So, first of all, them having been the Baltimore Colts at one point, you've embarrassed yourselves. You won and you ruined it. And everybody on your social media team should be ashamed of themselves. You've embarrassed yourself.
Yeah.
And then the DC area isn't really that huge on their crabs. It's definitely more of a Maryland, Chesapeake Bay type thing. And the Bills decided to use a can of Old Bay to poke at the Commanders. It just doesn't really work. Like, okay, you guys won, and then you fucked it up with bad promotions.
Yeah. That's an L social media thing.
Facts. Big facts.
You know, it was a dub is
And
when Michael Parsons went on his podcast and was like, Josh Dobbs, I'm coming for you. And Josh Dobbs, pause. But Josh Dobbs, Josh Dobbs then stitched that on TikTok and acted like he was dodging darts. Um, Michael Parsons said he was like a dart on a dartboard, and then Josh Dobbs stitched it with him dodging darts. So good for you, Josh
I'm
Dobbs. I mean,
yeah.
hey man, I root. I mean, I root for him. He seems like a nice guy. I mean, he literally went to school to be like an aeronautical engineer as a starting quarterback at Tennessee, like a D1 SEC team, like an engine. Like this dude's he could be like an astronaut, dude. He's crazy.
I'm telling you, and I hope I don't get canceled for calling them this because I mean it all in good fun. I'm rooting for him too. But I saw it on one article and I'm like, I can't forget it. The alopecia assassin.
Don't say it around Will Smith, man. He gets slapped.
I think Josh Dobbs looks better anyway.
Jeez.
Uh, um,
Anyways, yeah, but it don't matter. Nuggets in 6.
are we fucking? You know what?
Nuggets in 6.
Give me
Who's
the
beating us?
Bucks. Give me the Bucks.
No one's beating us, dude.
If
I'll give
the
it to the Bucks. They have the second best European player. Giannis is pretty good. I mean, he's decent.
yeah, just because I don't like you, I'm picking the Bucks.
That's fine. I mean, you can be wrong. I mean, it's okay to be wrong. I picked the Jags to win the Super Bowl, and here I am.
At least me picking the Bucks shouldn't be far off.
Well,
The team you picked to this win the Super Bowl, they're what, 1-2?
look, man, it's only week 3, but yeah, I'm not feeling good. I didn't
Week
even pick
three is
them to
when you
win this
start to
week,
panic.
and I didn't even pick. I didn't pick them to win this week. um, but enough about Sunday football. We had some pretty good Saturday football action in college too. Colorado got spanked, brother.
They did. It
They
was
got put
bad.
right back into their lowly place of the Pac-12. Um,
But I
I was
will
excited,
say,
man. I thought it was gonna be good. I got home in time to sit down and watch the game. It was raining. We had a tropical storm come through here.
what
It
was
was
it,
not,
Ophelia or something?
yeah, it was nice, man. I was ready. I didn't pull a Mad Dog Russo, but if you don't know what I'm talking about, go look up what Mad Dog does before he places bets. But anyways, he I don't know, man. I can't. I was like, okay, 14-0. It was just slow start, and then it was 21-0. That was 28-0. It was halftime. And I was like, okay, well, this sucks. I guess I'll go do something else. And I checked the final score, and it was 42-6. And I was like, that's almost as. I mean, that's rough, man.
The only thing positive I have to say about Colorado is Coach Prime and his son handled the loss with grace.
Yeah. I mean, I still believe in Coach Prime. I still think that he will. I mean, I still think Colorado is going to be great next year. I think
Mhm.
they don't have the offensive or defensive line yet. But if they get that, they have the skill position players because Travis Hunter still is coming back for another year next year, no matter what.
Yeah, I think we really saw just how important Travis Hunter is to that team.
That and when you play big boys, you need a good offensive line. You
Was
can't.
was it Shadir?
Shador, yeah,
Shador? Was he just getting sacked all
yeah, he was
game?
getting beat up all game.
Uh, yeah, definitely saw the article where you know how Shador is big on his watch.
Yeah,
That picture of the Oregon player like flexing his watch.
yeah,
Yeah, I guess when they were doing that, Shador was just like, "All right, yeah, I'd be doing the same thing. I ain't mad
yeah.
about it."
I mean, they beat us, so
Yeah,
yeah,
so I definitely feel like that's a thing that a lot of people were like putting down on Coach Prime was that for some reason they were thinking if he lost, he was gonna like act like a little kid about it.
yeah. I mean, he was a professional athlete. He knows that
Right?
he
He knows
knows that
the
you can lose.
etiquette.
He played for at the time they were the Redskins. He knows how to lose. It's not a foreign concept to him. So, anyways, there were two closer games with higher ranked opponents. Notre Dame and Ohio State. That was a really good game. Well,
Fuck
depends on how you
Notre
look
Dame.
at it. Depends on how you look at it. If you like Dolphins type football where you score 70 points, it was probably boring. But if you actually enjoyed, you know, football and tackling and defense and actual fundamentals of the game, it was a good game. It's a tough physical game.
Who ended up winning?
Ohio State won on the last play of the game, 0 seconds on the clock. They were on the 1 yard line. I think it was either third or fourth and goal, and there was 3 seconds left, and they ran it in. I mean, I'm talking like
Uh,
he got probably about that much of the ball over the goal line before his knee hit the ground. It was a good game. Notre Dame had it, man. They had it. Ohio State was giving it to them to take, and they were like, "Nah, you can have it," like Notre Dame usually does, because Notre Dame is they need to join a conference, dude. That's their issue.
they're not a part of a conference.
No, they're independents, man. They need to join a conference.
It's like,
And I don't think they want to give up the TV deals, which you don't have to get into money, but basically NBC broadcasts every one of their games. So
I can't even. I think the last time I saw a Notre Dame game was when they played Navy.
Yeah,
Well, that was the first game of the season, wasn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, they put an absolute fucking beat down on them.
Well, Navy sucks at football, dude. Um, and Clemson gave it away against Florida State, man. They could have been right back in the playoff picture, and they gave it away.
How's Florida State doing? I
They're
know they
number
haven't.
four. They're number four in the country.
Are you serious?
Yes, that's what I'm
I
saying.
have not been following it.
Clemson could have been like in the playoff picture for
No,
real
fuck
because
that. I want to see Florida State do it again because they haven't been good since they had Jameis Winston.
James Winston is a weird motherfucker.
I still just
I'm
could
at this
never get it.
dude. What are
Yeah,
you doing, bro? Like, what are you doing? You're around grown ass men. You think that's firing them up? I wouldn't even like if he was doing that. I would probably not even pay attention.
that seems like the kind of person Jameis Winston is.
When we played football, like what fired you up the most? Would it be like someone yelling at you, or were you like in your own zone getting fired up?
I was in my own zone.
Yeah,
Always in my own
like
zone.
people yelling and stuff never like got me
Yeah,
going.
because the people we played with were terrible.
Yeah, and I'm not again. I'm not claiming like I was some great high school football player.
No.
I was an above average high school football player. But I mean these
Yeah, the
people
people we played with,
yelling
they
and shit.
were
And I'm like,
terrible at
dude,
hyping us
I'm
up.
like,
The,
dude,
the
we're
only
0 and
person that
7.
ever got me hype was Isaiah.
Isaiah could get yeah, Isaiah could give me hype.
Hmm.
He knew not like yelling didn't work, but like
He knew what to say.
yeah,
Him and
he was a good leader.
definitely Coach Country.
Yeah. Well,
Coach Country could do it
he know how to fire you up like
personally.
by pushing your right butt. Yeah, like he knew how to like get to you. He knew how to
Hmm.
make you mad and make you
Hmm.
think, like take you out your aggression on him with the other team.
Yeah.
Woodburn was good at that too.
Yeah, he
Woodburn was
was.
good as hell at that. He was good at that.
I miss Woodburn. I talked to Coach Country on my birthday. He texts me
That's
every
cool.
year to tell me happy birthday.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
when we moved back up here, I found my lacrosse stick, my lacrosse gear from when I played with Lawson.
Oh
And
yeah.
Mom and Cassidy wanted me to get rid of my lacrosse stick, and I was like, no, Calvin gave it to me. I was like, oh, I'm not getting rid of it. Can't.
Dude.
You remember Calvin, don't you?
Yeah, you remember where with that lacrosse camp?
Oh God. We're still
That was hell.
recording,
That
so
was
be
hell.
careful. I loved it. I thought it was an
We didn't
experience.
shower for a week. Remember? Because mom was like, you can come home every night or you can just stay there. We're like, well, we'll just stay. But we didn't like bring anything to shower with, dude. We were gross.
Yeah, it was bad. But literally, all we did all day was play lacrosse and then go back to the dorm and sleep.
Yeah. Like we would come back, get on our phones, fuck around, be like, wow, it smells like cheese in here, and go to bed.
Open the window and go to sleep.
It was so gross. But it was
Uh,
fun. St. Mary's always they put on good camps. Like they did that lacrosse camp. I went to their basketball camp a couple times. It was good.
yeah, I definitely thought it was a fun experience. I thought it was super fun running into that kid from Northern.
Oh yeah. Oh, I remember he was like, "You're the one that laid that kid out."
Uh-huh. Yeah, that was the poor kid was there too with all of
Yeah.
his friends, and they were just giving him so much shit for it.
Well, Charlie, you're a big dude, man. It's easy to lay people out when you're big like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find it, and I'm gonna put it up on here just to show people how much
You should.
bigger I was than all the lacrosse kids. It was
Yeah.
bad. I had no business playing that sport
No,
at all.
no. I who's that? I don't know why, but like embarrassing someone made me think of this. I was talking about this at work today when Evie would leave his car unlocked my senior year.
And we would just take his shit.
And we would like steal his windshield wipers and bring him into school and like make him look like
Uh-huh.
baseball swords. And then did we still like his? Didn't we like one time like leave his doors open or some shit like that? Like we just
I
left
thought
his
we
doors
stole a
open.
steering wheel one time.
I think we did. It was either that or a steering wheel cover.
I think it was his I think it was a steering wheel. I can't remember. And then he got super pissed off, and he came to the one of our like team meetings and threw
Yeah.
mustard all over everybody.
Disclaimer: we gave everything back. It wasn't like we kept it. But
Should have kept it.
one time, I don't know if you were if you knew about this. One time, our ADHD friend
Mm.
stole EB's parking pass, and EB got a ticket in the parking lot.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
He was pissed because he thought I did it.
Yeah, and then you told him MJ did it, and then he put that ham sandwich in his girdle.
That was EB?
That was EB and Neff, bro.
Oh,
He put that ham sandwich in his girdle on a Friday. MJ like had a concussion as usual or something.
I didn't find it for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, it was like a week later, and he threw up at practice.
I didn't know that was EB that did that.
Dude, senior year was such a joke. I was thinking about that earlier. My senior year, such a joke.
Yeah, don't even tell me about it. I still get salty about it.
I do, but I mean, it was high school football, man. None of
EB's still
us.
playing for Shenandoah, isn't he?
Yeah, he actually got his college. Actually, I forgot to put this in the thing.
The
He,
first female
yes,
football player, right?
yeah,
Yeah, to
that
like
was his
actually
college
play.
at Shenandoah. Yeah, EB said he got a drive in there too. He got to
Did
play.
he?
Yeah,
Oh, he doesn't play a lot?
I don't know. I guess not, but he got to get in. So
So that's good. Is
I was
Isaiah
happy.
still playing for Frostburg?
Yeah, I think this is his last year. I think it's
Yeah,
both their last
he
years.
should be. No,
Yeah,
are they?
I
Well,
think
because
they
you
redshirted.
graduated.
I think they redshirted.
Oh, okay. So how does that work? Are they still taking classes?
Yeah, like I don't. Neither of them graduated. I think.
Oh, okay. Do we have any other friends that are playing football? I know Joe's still at, what is
Mm-mm.
it, Ave
I saw
Marie?
him at the pub. He's not doing that anymore. He's trying to become a priest now.
Oh, good for him. I'm still friends with his mom and dad on Facebook.
Yeah, good times, man.
Hmm. Do we know anybody else that's playing any college sports?
No.
I mean, Will obviously playing for
Will
Virginia Tech.
Johnson, yeah, he starts for them. I think.
He does. Uh-huh.
Shit, that's crazy,
I Coach Billy posts about him every day.
dude. Okay, so last week we talked about like country roads and like eat shit pit and all that. One of the coolest, like I like Virginia Tech, WVU, big rivalry, but like I have to give it to them. One of the coolest like traditions is when they
Mouth
play Eric
burning.
Sandman at Virginia Tech, and the whole stadium is jumping on the bleed. Like the whole stadium's jumping, and the stadium's literally shaking, dude.
It's Virginia Tech that burns the couches too, isn't it?
No, that's us. Don't,
That's West Virginia.
don't. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's bad. I'm trying to think of everybody we know
I
that plays college
have,
sports. Oh, Nick Birch. He plays baseball for Navy.
yeah, yeah. He graduated though in May,
Hmm.
like when I did.
And then Scarborough. He plays football for Air Force. Jordan Scarborough. I think I might have played with him, and then
I
he
think
went
you
to
did.
Riken with Will.
Yeah, I think you did. I didn't play with him.
Yeah, I think I played a year with him on Wildcats.
Yeah, but
Um, who else do we know that plays college sports?
I think that's it.
Gosh, no, we got to know more people. I mean,
It's
we know
hard to play
Jamie.
college sports, man. It's not like
Right,
easy.
that's true. I mean, hey, we know an NFL player,
Oh, Jimmy Gillen, yeah.
Jamie Gillen. Yeah,
I mean, I was in eighth grade, so like we don't really know him.
I mean, he came around a couple times with Woodburn.
Yeah, his
So
sister
I
was
tell
in my
people I know an NFL player.
yeah, his sister was in my grade.
Yeah, Vari.
Or yeah, she was in my grade. But
Yeah, Woodburn's a huge Giants fan now because he just roots for
well,
Jamie.
yeah, I mean,
I mean, I
he was
would too.
basically his coach,
I dude,
advisor.
Woodburn's like his dad.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? But
All right, we've been reminiscing about our lives long enough.
I'm glad the move went well, dude. I'm glad it's all good and you got set up
Oh, it
and
sucked.
well, I mean, I'm glad you're there safe. Basically, is what I'm saying.
We still need to finish unpacking. She did most of it while I was at work today.
I mean, I believe. I mean, moving sucks in general.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, hopefully, I can get my situation here fully set up, and that way we can start really pumping out videos.
yeah,
I want to start doing like, our weekly episode, but a couple like small things here and there.
me too.
Start figuring out how to get him posted on social media because he's running all that. I'm only running the YouTube.
Yeah,
Um,
just gotta get some clips cut up
mhm.
and
Yeah,
easy.
it's weird trying to figure out because like I can get them onto my computer, then I got to send them to you where they don't depixelate, and then you can post them. It's just
Yeah,
weird trying to figure it all out.
but
But
we'll get
well,
there. We'll
yeah.
figure it out.
Uh, I want to go talk about our channel, see how we're doing at the moment. I actually haven't been paying attention to our videos and stuff recently.
Yeah, I think the first one I really watched viewer wise was the first one.
Let's see. So 56, 41, and 29 views. We're staying pretty hefty on our likes and stuff. People are actually liking it. I'm sure it's people we know, but it is still nice.
Yeah, I still appreciate the support.
Mhm. Oh, always. And we're up to 18 subscribers, so we're getting there. We're gonna keep turning out videos, even if everybody stops watching them. Hopefully, if
Yeah,
we can start posting some shorter stuff, start being posting some YouTube shorts, he get some stuff up on TikTok. We can start attracting people to the channel. As of right now, pretty much our only avenue is posting on YouTube, and then we share it to our personal Facebooks.
yeah. Put on my Instagram story the last one.
Did you?
I didn't put a link. I just put a screenshot of the channel though.
Yeah, it tells me like on our page like where most of our views are coming from, and I'm pretty sure like 90% of them are coming off of our Facebook posts.
Yeah, and that makes sense. Those are the people we're closest to. So
Yeah, it's mostly just our friends, but hey, I won't complain about that.
I don't care,
Uh,
man. I think anybody who watches because it's cool.
right, it's always nice to see that people are, interested in what we're doing. Uh,
Yeah,
Before I forget, I got a shout out, Angel. I was talking to him while we were in Florida, and he said he's been watching all of our videos start to finish,
we
and and he's a fan of it.
yeah.
I'll shout him
I
out.
mean, I talked to my dad, and I talked to my aunt Cole, and I talked to Trey
Hmm.
and Jalen. Jalen,
We need to bring Trey and Jalen on here.
yeah, Jalen and Trey both have been watching every episode. So shout out to you guys. We'll get you guys on here. Maybe for one of these, or maybe when we start doing shorter things.
Or we can just do like little discussions with them on here.
Yeah,
I'm
like
gonna
short
text Jalen
little,
back actually.
like maybe one time you and Trey could just do like a Commanders game review.
Now that'd actually
Yeah,
be a pretty good idea. We could do like a
um,
live review of a game.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna text Trey. That's actually not a bad idea. Definitely would rather do a game. We might actually.
yeah. Just wait till you play the Jets.
I'm not confident we win that game.
You'll win that game, dude. If Zach Wilson's still their quarterback, you'll win. You'll be fine.
Did you see that letter that Colin Kaepernick sent the Jets?
I did.
I don't know if that was real or not.
It is real.
All right, everybody. Well, it was another fun night.
Yep.
Gonna try to keep things a little more organic like we were today. I
Yeah.
think
Like, subscribe. Have people been commenting? Like, have we been missing people commenting on what they want to see? Or
uh so she commented on
yeah.
my video where I messed with the intro, and then Hunter actually
Oh,
commented
okay.
about the editing on the last video we posted.
Cool.
So
Sweet.
appreciate that, Hunter. For all our viewers out there, Hunter, we played fantasy football with him for a while and
Yeah, I went to
went to
school
high
with
school
him.
with
I've
him.
known him. I've known him since third grade. Mr. Dyson's class. Shout out Chris Dyson. I don't know where you are, but you were a great third grade teacher, man.
Who knows? Maybe he'll see the video.
Shout out. But yeah, thanks again, guys. Like, comment, subscribe.
We'll see you next
Literally
week.
any comments we will take, and we'll probably use them, especially as we start posting more things.
Right.
Like,
And if you guys want to argue with us, let us know. Hey, maybe we bring people onto the channel and argue with them.
yeah, I don't mind that. I'm not
Yeah.
again. I'm not afraid to argue with anybody about sports. So,
So, yeah, just let us know what you guys want to see. That's what we're here for. But other than that, we'll see you guys next week, and we hope everyone has a great night.
yep.